After dark, doorbell cameras catch unsettling shadows. Today, we're diving into terrifying clips that will twist your gut and remind you that danger sometimes knocks right on our doorstep. Stick around until the end. We promise that if you don't already own a video doorbell, you'll be rushing out to get one after you see what's next. You know how important it is to check your surroundings before you open or lock your door, especially depending on the neighborhood you live in. In this clip, captured by Jojo Ramirez's doorbell camera, TikTok, you can see just how close she and her child came to danger, and how their only protection was the door she locked mere seconds before.
Who is that? Get out of here!
Jojo yells at him to go away. He takes a step back but doesn't budge, standing in front of the door with that blank, obsessive stare, not uttering a single word. He showed up out of nowhere. Maybe he'd been following them for a while or was just waiting for the family to return. Anyone can imagine what might have happened if the door hadn't been locked in time. And the chilling thought? He was targeting Daniel, her youngest son.
I came across this clip on TikTok shared by a guy in the US.
Around 1 a.m., his doorbell camera captured a shocking creature pacing up his driveway. At first, its huge, four-legged silhouette looks like a silent horse. But as it gets closer, you realize it's neither animal nor human. Its massive body, with thick, powerful limbs, moves slowly, as if studying every brick on the path. When it glances at the lens, its oversized, bulbous eyes, almost glowing in the dark, hint at an otherworldly intelligence. The face is eerily human yet unrecognizable, with no distinct features, like something straight out of a nightmare. The atmosphere is unsettling, the cold tap of its footsteps on concrete, the harsh glare of the camera light, and the heavy silence that follows in its wake. You walk away, feeling you've witnessed something from another world. We can't vouch for this footage's authenticity, but the thought that such beings might roam around at night is enough to make you clutch your keys a little tighter. What do you think? A cleverly staged hoax, or proof we're not alone? In July 2021, Amanda Noik posted an alarming video to her Facebook page. She'd recorded it with her doorbell camera as she was getting ready for bed. Someone knocked on her door. Amanda opened the app and saw a gray-haired man banging on the door and ringing the bell non-stop. She didn't recognize him, so she ignored the noise, but he stayed there, insisting he needed to talk and had questions.
Are you sure? I just rang your doorbell because I have a couple questions for you. Are you sure? I just rang your doorbell because I have a couple questions for you. Are you sure? What? Are you sure? I just rang your doorbell because I have a couple questions for you. Are you sure? Are you positive? Are you sure?
She was home alone, so she called her husband to tell him what was happening and dialed 911. Amanda's husband opened the app, saw the man still standing there, and decided to speak to him through the speaker.
Who are you?
What? Yeah? Are you sure?
Who are you?
Hey, I just had a couple questions. I just wanted to ask you about baby fuel. Yeah, can you hear me? What I'm looking for is for the girl that's in the house to come out here because I'm going to pay for it. Nice. And I just put a knock on the door again.
After threatening her in a cold, menacing voice, the man finally left. He didn't seem scared, just walked away calmly, muttering to himself down the street. Amanda was left shaken and realized this guy might try the same thing at other houses. She shared the footage on Facebook, and thanks to that recording, the police were able to identify him. In Smithtown, New York, a man in a hoodie approached a home's doorbell camera and started making gestures at it. When the homeowner asked what he was doing, the man replied that he was coming inside and then slammed the door behind him.
Peace. Too late for that. What? Too late for that. Too late? When you stole from me, you started your own war. Too late for that. So it's too late for peace? You had a chance at peace. You had that night, you could have made peace by bringing my kid back you stole. When you stole from me, you started your own war. So we are at war, according to you? Good night, sir. Oh, if it's blue, it doesn't ring? I guess that means you're hearing this? Do speak. Okay, so there's wine, cheese, and crackers across the hall if you're interested.
A few minutes later, he reappeared with a towel wrapped around his head and a sticky substance in hand, attempting to smear it over the camera lens to destroy the footage. Without a second thought, the homeowner called the police and filed a report. The culprit, his own neighbor, was arrested shortly thereafter. It's the textbook case of a bad neighbor. Not only did he vandalize property, he tried to cover it up too. One day, a mother and her little daughter were enjoying a stroll in the park, sharing smiles and laughter. At one point, a man approached them. Noticing the child's father was nowhere in sight, perhaps he was off somewhere else, and decided to interrupt their peaceful moment. The man offered them some drawings that looked like they'd been made by a small child, but the mother politely declined. A short while later, they spotted him getting into a van in the parking lot, as if he intended to follow them. Worried, the mother slipped into her house through the back door, hoping to lose him. Yet a few days later, when they weren't home, the doorbell camera caught him again. The man stood motionless on their doorstep. He seems convinced those drawings are priceless artworks that he simply must take at any cost. But his behavior is unsettling. Real art lovers wouldn't stalk a random family. It's a clear warning. Never ignore actions that feel off, no matter how harmless they seem at first glance. In these sequences, a thief sneaks onto a porch and rips a package off the doorstep. With calculated movements, he takes his prize and walks away unbothered, leaving the homeowner with a strong sense of uncertainty and frustration. The guy in the next video looks like an older man trying to act cool, but it's not working out. He's wearing a hoodie pulled low over his face, aiming for that mysterious vibe, yet his small frame and unsteady gait give him away. He's stone-cold drunk and barely on his feet. We catch him outside a woman's door, whispering motivational words to himself, presumably to psych himself up. At one point, he edges toward the doorknob as if to sneak inside, but quits at the first try. He clearly has no real plan, just a reckless impulse. The woman called the police right away, but surprisingly, they couldn't track him down. For some unknown reason, the man slipped away without being followed. In April 2021, Shia Bryan and her husband were home in North Carolina when their 13-year-old son went outside to walk the dog. No sooner had he stepped out the gate than the doorbell camera caught a silver BMW pull up to the house. A strange man got out and walked straight toward the boy.
Hi. You living already, Papa?
Huh?
How long do you live here already?
Mullen without introduction, he asked the kid if he lived in the neighborhood. His parents had drilled into him not to talk to strangers, but in that moment the boy froze in fear. Even more unsettling, the man didn't hesitate at all. He seemed to be targeting the youngster. Thankfully, the boy's father arrived just in time and chased the stranger off.
What you got to ask my son?
I was wondering about the airplane noise.
Talking to my son and he ain't got no adult out here. Now, that's kind of creepy.
Mulch, when confronted, the man quickly claimed he wanted to ask about the airplane noise in the area. It's hard to believe he'd sit in a car waiting for a child to come out so he could ask that. The father didn't buy the excuse for a second. Shia stayed shaken, and to this day, she still doesn't know what the man's true intentions were. He drove off immediately and was never seen in the neighborhood again. This clip surfaced on Reddit in 2019, posted by user SatanV30. A homeowner saw someone at the door and chose not to answer, and it's easy to see why. At the doorbell, a person wearing a creepy mask holds up a sign that reads, "Free hugs." They stare menacingly at the camera before lifting the sign. It appears to have been filmed on Halloween night, which might make it seem less odd. Still, I'd think twice before opening my door to someone like that, even then. In Lown, Pennsylvania, security cameras captured two officers questioning a man who appeared to be the victim of a recent robbery. It was late afternoon, and he was leaning against a wall, his gaze unfocused and hands trembling, clearly in shock. The officers, speaking calmly and patiently, first asked about the moment of the attack. What did the attacker look like? What was he wearing? Did he speak with an accent? But the man struggled to find his words, blinking constantly and biting his lip, as if trying to ward off the violent memory. Each question seemed overwhelming. He gave fragmented replies, whispering, I'm not sure, and gesturing helplessly. The old folded wallet he kept fumbling for in his pocket was a stark reminder of what he'd lost.
What's your name, pal? Dion. Listen, what alley were you behind these houses right here? Dion, listen, I know you're going through a lot, man, but I need you to help me out so we can figure this out. Was it the alleyway behind these houses?
Over here.
The alley behind here?
Yeah, I was walking from the train stop.
Okay.
I just moved up here, so I was using my phone to get to the house or whatever.
Okay.
I seen the guys coming. I'm like this. I just exited like this car police. You know, they took all my stuff. I don't want to be walking and I look like something's wrong with me.
So where did the robbery take place? Right in this alleyway?
Yeah, man.
You want to walk back with us real fast? Just so we get a kind of an area where it happened. What were they wearing, bro?
This entire CCTV sequence reveals not only a street crime, but the personal struggle of a man trying to piece together his testimony and the police effort to turn a fragile account into an effective investigation. In Albany, New York, a man spent hours on someone's porch, waving a baseball bat and shouting for the homeowner to come outside. His aggressive behavior set the whole neighborhood on edge.
Just you. Just you. Come here. Just you. Just you. Just you. Suck my dick. Just you. Come here. Come outside. Open the door. Get upstairs. Open the door. Open the door.
Neighbors stayed alert while the police moved in to investigate what this individual was really after. In Baltimore, Maryland, a woman showed up at a house, grabbed a package off the front doorstep, and dashed away before the homeowner could react.
Hey! Hey!
Fearless, she hopped into a waiting car and sped off, ignoring his shouts behind her. A casual conversation on a Georgia porch turned into a nightmare. Two men were chatting about food when a speeding car roared by, unleashing a hail of gunfire. Without hesitation, they dove inside and took shelter, shaken but unharmed by what could have been fatal wounds.
Double Big Mac?
Yeah.
Oh, I did see that today. I had some McDonald's. But guess what happened to me today?
What?
I ordered a quarter pounder and they gave me a Big Mac instead. A regular Big Mac. But it wasn't a new Big Mac.
I was trying to order that new Big Mac, and they canceled my order. I ordered two double Big Mac combos, a normal Big Mac, and some drinks.
Man, that thing probably gonna be like this.
I had one already, but
You know, son. You know.
This incident is a stark reminder that gun violence isn't just a distant news story. It can erupt in our own communities at any moment. And that brings us to the end of this collection of heart-stopping moments. From shadows creeping along the sidewalks to unwelcome figures pounding at our doors, each clip has reminded us why staying alert is so crucial. If these recordings got your heart racing, give us a like and subscribe so you don't miss future videos where we unpack the eeriest doorbell footage. Hit the bell for notifications and drop a comment telling us which scene sent chills down your spine. Maybe you've got your own terrifying front door story. Until next time, stay vigilant and be careful who you let in.